Welcome to Excise and Licenses online training videos. This video will show you how to apply online for a new Peddler non-food business license. There are 3 simple steps to apply online. First, you should go to the Peddler non-food website to see all required documents for this new application. You'll want to make sure that you have your documents filled out, signed and dated, and uploaded on your computer. Then you will log in to Denver's Online Permitting and Licensing Center, and you'll want to make sure that you have a credit or debit card ready. You may also process a payment from a bank account. You would need the routing number, account holder name, and account type. First thing that you'll want to do is, if you haven't already, you'll want to make sure that you register for an account or you'll log in. So if you've already registered for an account, you will go here and you will enter in your username or your email. And then you will also enter in your password. And when you create your username or your email and your password, know that you, for the rest of your history with having a business license with Excise and Licenses, you will be using this email address and this password. So make sure that you create something that you'll be able to remember for the future. And also make sure that you utilize an email that is a good email, because everything that we communicate to you will be through this email. This is where you'll receive your license, any communications, etc. So then you'll click on login. And then here you will come to the main page. And this is where you're going to apply for your license. So right here where it says business, short-term rental, and occupational licensing, you are going to click on apply new. And then this is going to give you a list of licenses that you will be able to apply for online. For the purposes of this training video, we are showing you how to apply for a non-food peddler license. So you will click the bubble next to that, and then you will click on continue application. Now this is telling you to make sure that you have not applied for a peddler license before online. So you want to make sure that you haven't applied online for a peddler license, and then you will answer these questions below. And then once you have answered those questions, you will click on continue application. And then this page is telling you all of the documents that will be required to submit your application. You'll need a copy of your driver's license or a valid federally issued identification. You'll want to take a copy of the front and the back of that identification and have that uploaded to your computer to make sure that you can add that to the application. You'll also need a headshot photo that meets the badging criteria. You'll need to be looking straight at the camera and a solid background. Nothing, you can't wear a hat or anything, but the requirements will be, you can look at the requirements for this. And then there is a document that you'll need to download. It's the Peddler's Guidelines. You want to make sure you download that, you read all of the guidelines, and you're going to sign and date that. And then you will also need to go to this website for the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, and you'll need to run a CBI name check on your name. and it has to be within the past 7 days, and you will need to download a copy of that, and we want all of the pages. So if it says 1 of 8, we want all 8 pages, or 1 of 3, etc. We want all of the pages. There's an affidavit of criminal history. You'll download that document, fill it out to the best of your ability, and you'll sign and date it. And then also there's some information here if you're applying as a disabled peddler. You'll also need to attach all of those documents if you request to be a disabled peddler. And another quick note, when you are saving pictures of your headshot photo or your driver's license, the pictures need to be saved as a JPEG or a PDF file. It cannot be saved as an HEIC file. We are not able to open those types of files. So once you have reviewed all of these documents and you filled them out and saved them to your computer, then we will continue application. And if you need to get some of those, finish all of these applications and save them to your computer, you can save and resume within 30 days. So let's continue application. And then here we are looking for your name and your address and your contact information. Make sure that all of this information that you enter is valid, because everything that you're entering in here is how we contact you. So you will click on Add New. And then you're going to type in your name and your birth date and your address. And then your phone number. And again, make sure this is a valid phone number. And then again, your valid email address, because everything that we communicate with, we communicate through this email address. And then once you have filled out all of those fields, we will click on Continue. And you'll see that it's successful. And then we are going to enter in the mailing address for your badge that will be mailed to you. So you'll put in the name of the person that you want the badge mailed to, and then the mailing address of that. And then you will click on Continue. So now you see that the applicant name and the mailing address have been completed. You can also have an optional email for notifications, and that's in case, like, if you want your employer or someone to receive that, all of the communications as well, you can add that. And then we will click on Continue Application. And then here it's asking you if you are going to apply as a disabled peddler. If you say yes, then you will have to upload those extra documents that we ask for disabled peddlers on our website. If you say no, then you do not need to upload those documents. And then we will click on Continue Application. Okay, this is where you are going to upload all of the completed documents that you have on your computer for this application. So first thing we're going to upload is your valid state or federally issued ID. That's like a driver's license or a passport. And again, that's a full copy of that, the front and the back. So then you'll just click on Upload, and you will find that in your computer, and then you'll upload your valid state ID. And then the next one is we are going to upload the headshot. and that is the picture that we're going to use for your badge. And so we'll upload that. And then we need a copy of the Peddler guidelines that you should have read, and you will sign and date those guidelines. And we want the full copy of those Peddler guidelines. And then the CBI background check that is run on your name, and we will want the full copy of that CBI background check, and it can't be more than 7 days old, so you'll attach that. And then we also want a copy of the affidavit of criminal history that you will have signed and dated and filled out completely, and we will attach that. And everything that you're submitting needs to be in the name that you are submitting on this application. And then once you have everything uploaded, we will click on Continue Application. And then here, it's going to tell us, you're going to tell us whether you want us to mail the badge to you once everything has been approved, or if you want to come into Excise and Licenses at this address on Colfax Avenue in the web building to pick up your badge from us. Whichever one you want, we will accommodate you on that. So for this video, we will just click on Mail Badge to the mailing address that you provided earlier in the application. So you'll click on that, and then you will click on Continue Application. And then here is the statements of understanding. And all of these statements are you attesting that you agree to the terms and conditions of having a Peddler non-food business license. So make sure that you read all of the statements, and then you'll click the box here next to it saying you acknowledge and agree to those terms. And once you have done that, you will click on Continue Application. And then here is the affidavit of lawful presence. You will just read this, and then if everything is true on this statement and it applies to you, then you will click on yes, and then you will click on Continue Application. And this page is the review page. It's just doing a preview of everything that you have answered in the application so far. It has all of your applicant information, your contact information, your mailing address, all of the documents that you have uploaded, and how you want us to deliver the badge to you. If you see anything that you need to edit, you'll just click the edit button. It will take you back to that portion of the application for you to correct. And then once you have reviewed everything, you will read the oath of application, and then you will check the box next to that, and then continue application. This will now tell you how much the fee is to apply for a Peddler license, and you will click on Continue Application. And this is going to take you to our third-party payment page, and this is where you will input your credit card information or your bank account information. Again, it's just telling you how much you will be paying, and you're going to click on Checkout Now. And then here you will enter in the credit card information, and we take a Visa, MasterCard, or Discover. So you enter in the card number and the expiration date that is on that card, and then the zip code that is for the billing address of that credit card. And then once you have entered in the payment information, you will click on Complete Transaction. and this transaction has completed successfully, you will need to print a copy of this page. We don't email you a receipt, so print a copy of this page for your records. And so now your application will be submitted and it is going to go to our licensing technicians. It can take up to 7 to 10 business days for an application to be processed. If we have any questions or anything, we will email you questions, or once it's been submitted, you will be emailed the license for this. So be sure to make sure that you check your email, and if you haven't seen anything with it from us within 7 to 10 business days, first check your spam or your trash email. And if you still haven't seen anything from us, you can call 311 or 720 913 1311 if you're outside of the city. All right, and I would like to thank you for watching this Denver Excise and Licenses video, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.